So why do we find ourselves attaching to things? We're seeking something, right? That job, that nice home, those cars, all of those things are just external things, right? Over time, right, they will corrode and, you know, disintegrate or something. They won't have any value. And having those things are only things, or should be only means to do something. They're only tools. But they don't make you, folks. Today I want to follow up on a video that I did a short while ago, addressing a viewer, and I'm glad you guys tune in, and I'm glad that you guys have nice, productive, comments and everything, and I'll give you productive feedback. But attaching to things, right? Detaching from something gives you an opportunity to look into yourselves for that singularity, right? And look at that mirror, right? How you connect to other things, the humility thing, right? Realizing that you're actually one with all, because like I talk about the Most High is so grand. The Most High is the creator, folks, okay? And you're just an extension. I need you to grab that. Really, really, really grab it. God created all reality, all dimensions, all levels of consciousness. God is behind all of that. He is the manifest energy behind all of that. Okay? Not at any point do you separate from him. He turns himself into this. And, because his atoms and vibrational energy is popping with his godness and his greatness, that life sprouts from these things. You see the universe, you hear scientific reports about the universe consistently expanding. It's a fact. And they don't know how this is happening because they're trying to calculate most of this stuff from a third dimensional perspective. Okay? This is on a much higher scale, folks. Okay? God is behind everything. So you should have humility in your heart. You should never think of yourselves or covet yourselves, because really the things that you have, the car that you have, the hands that you use to steer the steering wheel, right? The mind that you use to drive that car, it's all God. It's all his. So when you take credit for something, you're not realizing that he's really the power behind everything. It's a fact, folks. But people attach to their jobs, and they attach to, how much money they make, because in this dog-eat-dog society, okay, the mindset is I must have this. That drive, it's really about that. Even for people on the top, you're all just fucking sniveling people. You have low-level emotions. And this is why you have this need and greed to be on top and have everything, so you can gloat. I'm someone. That makes you, that external thing makes you, in your minds, it makes you someone, but you're nothing, folks. You're nothing in the eyes of God when you have these things. Because God is those things, the vibrational atoms that allow you to hold that, whatever you're holding, that object. It's God. He is the object. He is you holding the object. You get what I'm saying? So when you have a sense of that, when you understand that in real reality, when you have seen things, you understand this on levels that you would attempt to never covet yourselves on any level. Nothing you gave me, $1 million, would be worth anything to me. First of all, money is not real. It's all intangible, folks. Right? They're trying to switch that over to chips and things that are not cash or paper. But it doesn't matter. The abstract idea of money, right, still levels the playing. Still doesn't level the playing field. Still puts someone over you if they have more of that nothingness than you have. But you're fools like that. It's great to see people out here in the world who appreciate and who think on levels for their own, sanity. Sometimes when they're at work dealing with these people, they want a way out, yeah, because that's human instinct. And it's okay to attempt to want to do something better for yourself. So that's the first step, folks. Realizing that you're in the shit pot and you don't like being stirred in that shit, and you want to get on somewhere. somewhere better. So thinking about it is the best thing for starters. Okay? But you should never attach to what you make, to money. Money is not going to exist forever. And when that time comes, when it's completely wiped off in any form, chip anything, cash anything, when it's completely done away with, by higher authorities, by the Most High, okay? All you will have is your spirit, your consciousness, right? When you want to get along with someone, you will have to literally, genuinely be good or likable, right? To have that person like you. That's fair. I was listening to a sports video, and someone was saying, the world isn't fair or something. First of all, the world has nothing to do with it. Society isn't fair. People aren't fair. Okay? Now, why aren't people fair, folks? Because people don't want to be. See, your vibrational levels, this is all tied to that. You hold those levels. You create the dynamics of all of the stank and stink that you deal with every day. Right? The muck. All of you are these things sometimes. The best of us, no one's perfect, but the best of us are able to, pull out that washcloth and try to wash up and try to get cleaned up from this stuff. See? It's going to take that. We're attached to our jobs for various reasons. There are relationships. There are dysfunctional things happening. There's bullying. There's all types of things. You want to go to work because you've gotten to a point where those people accept you and give you this artificial kindness so much that you want to be around these people. You don't have a life outside of your job. Your job is simply a task, right? You will be you whether you're working that job or not. You will be you whether you are in a, higher world, somewhere in the heavenly worlds, or a hellish world. You will be you. So it's up to you to do something about that free will that God gave you, right? That ability to explore and that ability to reason and think in your in consciousness that God is still sharing in that space with you, giving it to you, allowing you to do that. But don't attach. Don't covet. Don't think of yourselves as greater, because you're not. It is a fact. Don't covet some other person. The only thing you should be doing right now is holding on to the Most High, of course. And that will help deliver you to all of the other things that you need to look at. First of all. But a job is not so important. Maybe there should be more of a clinical part 3, but this is more like a stunt for me today. We attach to everything, folks. Everything except for the most important things, folks. This is why we need to talk today, folks. Don't you get it? Right? If you're one of these people like you are creating the muck that we all have to get ourselves through sometimes. Right? Then you guys rise in society, and then you create more of that thing, that enslavement, that badness. Okay? Don't attach. Finished walking out here. It's a little chilly. I didn't even bring a coat out here. Need to attach myself to a jacket right now. Woo. I love bad behavior, folks. But I love people who know their own value, who know their real value. Realizing that their value is certainly connected to the Most High, and that thing connects them to other people. There's no reason to covet yourselves. There's no reason to think a job is going to make you someone or a car is going to make you someone. There's no need for these things. Right? Why not attach to the greatness of yourselves and the better things of you? Right? See, when you don't know about better things, or you don't even want to try, or it sounds too daunting just to be good sometimes, that's when you know you're lost, folks. Okay? Seriously. You folks going over to my website, thinkbehavior.info, pick up my book, I Love Bad Behavior. You can also pick it up on Amazon, right? So go on over there today. Thanks. I like the comments. I appreciate them, folks. Keep them coming, right? We'll be back talking next week. Like I said, I may do a clinical on this, but right now I'm enjoying the day. It's a little chilly out here too, so I'm gonna start walking up this hill. Y'all have a nice, beautiful day. I love you guys. Take care. Thanks.